Hey guys, I'm Sophie and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I thought I would do a bit of a get to know me video. I realized that when I watch YouTubers, their personality is 100% of the reason that I enjoy watching them or not. It's really easy when you're watching vlogs because I feel like 5 minutes or less into a vlog, you can tell whether you connect with their personality or you enjoy watching them or not. But I don't vlog. I will at some point. I just find it super daunting and scary, so we'll get there. But for now, I realized that my videos are all of that kind of beginner content. And that's tough because you're really still getting into your groove. You're getting into what content you want to produce and your personality doesn't come through as much as you want it to. So I thought I would do a video where I would just answer some questions and hopefully you guys could get to know me a little bit better. So I was looking online at the get to know me lists of questions. And there's a lot of them out there, but so many of them are very kind of high school centered. And that was a long time ago. So I'm not gonna answer questions about high school unless you guys actually wanna know questions about high school. I wanna make content that I myself would wanna watch other people do. So I basically took some of the questions that I thought were good and I made some of my own and I just made a little list of questions that I thought you might find interesting. What is your full name? So my full name is Sophie Maude Bennett. So my channel is my first and my middle name. Where do you live? I live in Toronto. Where did you grow up? So I grew up in Toronto. My parents live in the east of the city. I grew up here and I was an actor, so I got a television show that shot in Australia. So I spent a bunch of years splitting my time between Toronto and Melbourne, Australia. I would go for about 6 months and then I would come home. And I love both countries so much. I really feel like both countries hold such a piece of my heart. I didn't spend as much time in Australia, obviously, as I did in my home country, but I still do feel really, really connected to Australia, and my boyfriend tells me I'm obsessed with it, but I'm not. It's a great country. Heritage. So I am nothing too exotic. I am Irish and Scottish for the most part. So career. I actually worked the last 6 or so years in advertising. I was a producer and I was predominantly digital. So I did website builds and any sort of other online advertisements. Advertising and marketing is a bit of a crazy world and there's a lot to be said about that industry and getting a job in that industry. So if you guys are interested, I've definitely thought about making a video answering any questions that people may have and just in general about job seeking because I kind of love chatting about job seeking. So if you're interested at all in any information on those kinds of topics, let me know and I'll definitely do a video. Favorite destination? Okay, so last November, Zach and I took a trip to LA. We have family and friends there. My brother lives there and I love visiting LA. And we did the trip up the coast, like along Big Sur. That trip meant so much to me. It was an incredible piece of the world to explore. It's so breathtakingly beautiful and I can't get over it. So definitely Big Sur, one of my favorite places in the world. First celeb crush. Okay, so I have a bit of a story. When I was young, I learned how to cut a heart out of paper. You know when you fold a piece of paper and you cut one side of the heart and then it makes the perfect mirrored side on the other? I learned how to do that and I thought it was so great and so exciting. So I decided I would decorate my room and I would cut different size hearts and I would tape them on the wall. And with a Sharpie, I wrote in the center of each one people that I loved. So I wrote all of my family members, I wrote all of my close friends, and then I decided to write my celeb crush. That said, I decided to write his name in code, or what I thought was code, because I didn't want anybody to figure it out. I wanted to keep it a secret. So I wrote his initials, which I thought would be code, I guess. And then one night my dad came in to say goodnight, and he's like, RDJR, does that stand for Robert Downey Jr.? And I was mortified that he had cracked my code. So Robert Downey Jr. is my first celebrity crush, and that's because I was a weirdly huge Ally McBeal fan at a young age. Favorite food? This one's really tough to narrow it down, but I would say Mexican because tacos are life, and I love sushi. Love sushi. Favorite guilty pleasure? Okay, so I get made fun of by my friends for this a lot, but there is a TV show that I put on way too often, and it's one of my favorite things to do is just put it on, maybe put on a face mask and just wind down from the day, and that is watching Friends. Huge Friends fan. always have been. Favorite takeout. Okay, so definitely Thai. Thai is like my go-to for takeout. I just find that it's delicious, and pad Thai heats up real nice the next day. Next trip. So Zach and I are actually going to Montreal in a couple weeks to see one of our favorite bands, Odessa, and I'm really pumped about it. Favorite YouTubers. Okay, so I like this because I find that YouTubers don't talk about other YouTubers that they like very often, and the only times I really see it is when they're actually friends in real life. But I want to know who they genuinely just watch on a regular basis. So I find they either talk about friends or they say that they don't watch YouTube videos, and I just watch those being like, that can't be true. I don't know, maybe it is, but I feel like they do. I don't know any of these people personally, I just think that they make great content. One of my absolute favorites is Ashley Brooke. I found Ashley in a couple years ago when she first started, and at the time she had 50,000 subscribers, which still to me now seems like a lot. But she now has like over 260,000, and she is so wonderful. Her content is really nice. She's stunningly beautiful. She's just super lovely to watch. She's very positive and very hardworking and just like has this great zest for life. I also absolutely love Kane and Pia. I think their vlogs are so exciting to watch. Their life is incredible, so that's fun to watch. And they're just really like happy, goofy, and I love that. Some other favorites. I love Alana Davison. I love Lydia Lee-Smillan, Estee Lalonde. Louise Rowe has gotten into YouTube and she's the best. I love people who are just really, really authentically themselves, and they make great content. Like for example, Lydia Lee-Smillan and I could not have more different styles. Like she's super girly, she's super high end. Just want somebody with a wonderful personality that you connect to. And those are some really great people. If you don't know any of them, I'm sure you do because they're all really successful and awesome, but check them out. Favorite season? Fall. I love fall. I love the leaves falling. I love when it starts getting cold enough to wear something cozy. I love boots. Ugh, love boots. I love layering. I love sweat. Okay, I love fall. Okay, so favorite scent. I really like things that are a little bit spicy and sweet. So not too sweet, very, very minimal in the sweet, but I like things with kind of a cinnamony kind of spice with a little bit of a vanilla undertone. Favorite holiday. So my favorite holiday is Christmas. I love putting up a tree. I love sitting by a fire. I love all the family get-togethers that I have, and I just really love the holiday season. One tip for your 16-year-old self. 16 was tough. If I could tell my 16-year-old self one thing, it would be to not take it all so seriously. I would tell her that it feels huge right now, but it's not going to be. To just be really, really kind to those around you, to just live and have fun. Okay, and so I'm gonna end it with why did I create a YouTube channel? I think that this is a really interesting topic when others answer it. And I think it's a tough one to answer for me because the truth is I always wanted to, and I took probably 6 years before I even made a video. I was so intrigued by YouTube. I felt like it incorporated a lot of things that I really was interested in. So I always felt like YouTube would be a good, just a good avenue for me to go down to try and have an extra creative outlet. And I didn't do it for so long, and I regret not doing it earlier. I think YouTube's been a challenge this year, and it's been something that I'm really glad that I'm pushing myself to do. It's taking me out of my comfort zone. I mean, I wasn't even a girl that took selfies. And when 2017 rolled around, I decided that I was going to push myself to try the things that I'd always wanted to do, the things that I knew I would enjoy, but I was holding back for some reason or another. I'm trying it, and I will say I am enjoying it a lot. I really enjoy the process. I'm really enjoying hearing what people have to say. And yeah, you open yourself up for a lot of criticism. The internet can be a really, really hard place, especially when you're putting your own content out there. There will always be people who don't like something about the content or about you, and that isn't nice. It's really, really not. It just kind of comes hand in hand. But there will also be people who will really like your content, and if you want to do it for them and you want to do it for yourself, most importantly, do it. And yeah, I mean, when it comes to doing things that you enjoy, we should do them. Okay. Okay, so there you have it. That is a little get to know me video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if there are any other topics you're interested in seeing. I have gotten a few requests for other things, so I'm definitely gonna do those. Keep watching, it will come. And please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and definitely subscribe for more to come. Oh, that's very loud. Oh, okay, I think it's a garbage truck.